All right, here we go. We're gonna be selling 400,000 worth of this. That is gonna network us 446. Ooh, there you go. Close to half a mil right there. Next, 228,000. That's about 75% of the way right there. 117. Let's go. That is definitely gonna take us right over the mill right now. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is BioLaser. In today's video we're going to be talking about how to get from 0 to a million credits in starcitizen. Is this going to be the best beginner money loop that I could give you guys out there? My answer is yes. And today we're going to be talking about bond missions, and yes, they are back, and I'm going to tell you guys they're better than ever. You guys don't understand. While we might not be having drugs, the trick that we are about to do in the next couple of missions can net worth you a million or more, and maybe 3 ships or less. And for today's video, we're going to be using our gorgeous Titan Avenger. The reason why is because for this trick, you are going to need a ballistic weapon right up in the front. It could be any ship. Your ship could have ballistic weapons. That's more than enough. That's all you need. You need a ship that has a ballistic weapon and a bed to log out in, because that is going to be one of the crucial factors that we need for this specific trick. Now, the Avenger Titan is an amazing ship just because I said it has a bed to log out in. And the reason why we're going to need this is because of the first thing. We're going to go ahead and lie down on the bed, and then we're going to go ahead and open our contracts tab. We're going to go over to unverify, and then we are going to be cycling through all of these missions. We have this 112 mission here. Now, I'm going to be calling or referring to the missions as the payout that you get from them. We're not going to be completing the missions. The thing about Vaughn missions is that we are looking for the ships in them. They're going to have massive amount of cargoes that we could go ahead and sell with them, and that is the main reason. We're not really too much cared about the payout that we're going to get from it, because we're never going to complete these missions. The cool thing about Vaughn is that you could abandon the mission and it will not give you any sort of rep loss, unlike the actual bounty hunter missions. Now, as you see here, this one said is being escorted through traveling near Cave and Daymar. That is not going to be good. We're going to go ahead here and we're going to abandon it. And then we're going to go ahead here and look for an 83K mission or 118K missions. Those are going to be the ones that give you the best type of ships that are just hanging around. Now, this is the type of missions that we're looking for. Near the asteroid surrounding Yella, that's a good one. Anything that says near asteroid field, near a mining base in the space, basically anything that is in outer space that you could EVA out easily, that is going to be the trick that we want. Now we're going to go ahead here and accept this, and we're going to be tracking this and heading over that way. However, if you come across this situation where you are basically accepted and abandoned missions and you have now currently run out, there is no 118K showing up or 83K missions showing up, that is fine. The next thing you're going to do, and this is the beauty of why you are in a bed, you're going to go ahead here and you're just going to log out, right? Once you log out, you are going to be able to log back into another server, another seed, whatever you want to call it. Whether it's EU, UK, Asian, whatever server, you're going to log back in and rinse and repeat until you find a mission that is going to give you the wording that I just said, asteroid field. That way you could go ahead and do this easily and you don't have to wait for no timer. No, you just do it, rinse and repeat until you find something that you are going to be able to do in outer space. Once we get to our ship that we are going to be attacking, I need you guys to understand this trick. You need to turn on your guns, only ballistics. Turn off the lasers or anything and actually try to make sure it's only one ballistic that is open. You are going to get really close to the back door of the C2 or M2s. We are going to be targeting specifically just C2s and M2s. They're going to be the ones that have the most cargo. Any other ship, it is just going to be a pain in the butt to be able to offload, and it's going to be a time wasted. You're just going to waste more time to try to offload these ships than it is going to be for you to actually continue to just go back out there and find another C2 or an M2. Preferably you want the C2s, they have the most space for cargo. M2 is just kind of like the middleman, and that's kind of like the best bang for buck that you get. In A2, forget it, that has nothing in the actual ship. Now you are gonna get close enough to the door, and then you're just gonna basically get as close as you can, almost to the point that the gun is gonna be going through the door. It is a very annoying task, but if you do this correctly, you'll be able to just shoot the door open like you're gonna see right here. Once you shoot the door wide open, just back up and go ahead and just EVA out and board the ship. Then you're gonna go ahead, go up to the pilot. The next thing you're gonna be doing is gonna hit 6 in order to punch him out. Once you punch the pilot out, you are gonna be hopping in the chair. And the next thing you're gonna be doing is go ahead and hit or tap U to turn off all powers. Then you're gonna tap R to turn on all powers. This should reset the ship, and now you're going to be able to drive it just fine. Quantum jump out of there as fast as you can before the other ships are gonna start destroying you. C2s and M2s are a little bit stronger. They could take more of a beating, so you are gonna be able to do this loop easily and hopefully not get killed. The trick is gonna be how fast can you knock out that pilot before they just come and basically nail it on you. Once you quantum jump out of the place, my suggestion to you would be to quantum jump into Orison. Now that is my home base. I just kind of request a thing and I just sell it. It's a big city. You're going to be able to sell whatever you have in your cargo, and that is the fastest thing that you could do. Now there is other places that you could technically sell the cargo in. You're more than welcome to go to those other places. However, we're trying to do this as most efficiently as possible, so we're just going to go over to Orison, and we are just gonna land there and just sell everything at the kiosk, and then just rinse and repeat, go back out, get another C2 or M2 and come back in and sell everything again. However, we're gonna be doing this all selling off in one thing. So the next thing you're gonna do as soon as you get to Planet Sign, it's going to be go ahead, offload the ship, and then go over to one of the kiosks to take away or pay your fines to get rid of your crime stat, or else it might not gonna go as well as you think it's gonna go. All right, as you can see on the screen, we're starting out with 50.39 million. We have nothing to sell in Orison, which is our station, other than this, but we can't even sell that. There is nothing in demand, so we literally have nothing to sell. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be selling everything that we currently have right now, so let's just jump right into this kiosk and sell everything. Alright, here we go. We're going to be selling 400,000 worth of this. That is going to network us 446. Ooh, there you go. Close to $500,000 right there. Next, 228,000. That's about 75% of the way right there. 117, let's go. That is definitely gonna take us right over the mill right now. Now for this still, spirits, 185,000. Oh, we are definitely past that. Now we're gonna sell the chlorine tablets over here, right? That is definitely gonna take us right over that. Processed food. Oh, we can sell it here. Let's go. Nice, dude. There you go. 84,000. That is a buck ton, dude. Can we sell all of that? Oh my goodness. How about the agriculture thing? 7K? Why not? Let's sell that too. Oh my god, how much did we just sell worth right there, dude? We're back to where we started right now. All right, after selling all that stuff, it looks like we are a little bit over 2K, to be exactly 2,086,400. That is a lot for 5 ships, and mind you, we didn't get that lucky to begin with. Now there are better places for you to sell this cargo. However, I don't have the time to be traveling and going all about it, stuff like that. We're trying to be as efficient as possible. We're trying to sell as most as we can in the place that we're going to be bringing these cargo ships. So not bad for 5 ships. I guess you could say 6 with that carrot right at the end, but I'm going to tell you right now, it probably took us only 3 ships to make a mil at the end of the day. So 3 missions to make 1 million, that is not a bad trade-off. How long did it probably take us to do 3 missions? I would say about an hour. So in total, you would say maybe you could do this in about an hour, 3 missions in an hour. Honestly, the things that are gonna take you the longest to be able to get this done is gonna be logging in and out, finding the mission, and offloading the cargo. That is going to be the 3 things that are going to be playing against you in order for you to farm these type of missions and do the trick that we are currently doing. Do I think this is a good way to make money in the beginning? Heck yeah, why not? Somebody said, why do you need that much money? To buy a ship that you see yourself doing a gameplay loop with, or just to basically change your stock loadout on a ship that you want to do bounty hunting missions, or you could just buy a ship and go explore the Star Citizen world. There's many options for you to do this. There is other ways out there for you to get money, and we are going to be exploring those in the next couple of videos, but I think by far this has to be the best way to do these type of things. My name has been BioLaser. I have been your host for today. I think that this is the best method for you to make money out there, or the fastest way for you to make money with the smallest ships that you could have. Again, we did all of this with a Titan. That's a 60 bucks pledge, starter pledge to begin with. Why not go ahead and do this? It is the easiest way to do it. Now, I go more into detail about Vaughn missions on my last video. Make sure to go check that out. That is going to be the best way to do it. I don't want to waste too much of your time on today's video. With that said, like I said before, I've been your host, BioLaser, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.